What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new version of the Sauced Hockey Podcast. I'm David.
And I'm Charlie.
And we are driving to hockey practice right now. Charlie's got hockey on Sundays. And we thought, you know what? We didn't have time to record a podcast this week. What if we just record one while we're driving? What do you think of this?
This is a weird new experience.
But we pretty much talk hockey a good chunk of the drive anyway. If we just record it, now you guys can enjoy our conversation. So let's give it a shot.
Okay.
All right, well, what are we going to talk about on today's show, Charlie?
I think we're going to talk about last night's game against the Hurricanes.
Oof. But couple little sparks of enjoyment there.
Quite a roller coaster of the Preds this season so far since last time we checked in with you guys.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about our rookies that are playing, including Matthew Wood, Reed Schaefer, and a little bit of Ozzy Weisblatt, even though he got hurt recently.
Yeah, now down to injury, unfortunately. Okay, well, let's kick it off with just kind of where the Preds are at going into the game last night. So before last night's game against Carolina, Preds have won 4 of the last 5. This was all set up by, I guess, does that go back to that 8-3 Florida Panthers loss? Is that when the 4 of 5 started?
Yes.
So we get just obliterated by the Florida Panthers. We look horrifically bad. Everybody's talking about tear it down, start trading off the veterans. What are we doing? Again, it's just so much like last year, you know? I think everybody's fed up with it.
Yeah.
Barry Trotz comes out and says, I need more expletive from these players. The expletive was placed a little comically for those that saw that quote. And they responded. I don't know if it's a coincidence or if the players heard that and were like, okay, we got to give more, and they turned it up, but have been playing well. 4 of 5. And who was the loss to in that stretch?
The Jets.
The Jets. Were we in that game, or was it just a blowout? I don't remember.
I think it was like 4-1 loss.
4-1. Yeah.
Something around that.
But overall, playing really well. Some nice moments from the team. We've got young players in the lineup right now. Ozzy Weisblatt was playing. Reed Schaefer was called up because somebody else was injured. Who else? Spencer Stastny's been playing a lot better. Matthew Wood is continuing to play well. The top line, they changed it up. It's O'Reilly with Stamkos and Evangelista. They all of a sudden started playing well. I didn't tell you, I saw this morning, they're now top 10 in the league in expected goals for.
Nice.
So overall, like some signs of life from what was the last place team. Slowly start climbing the standings. We're in what?
I think we're
28th now? Third from bottom, or 29th?
Like 30th.
Yeah, 30th. So, like, you know, we were dead last, slowly climbing up a little bit, a little hot stretch. And then what happened last night?
Last night, we were playing against the Carolina Hurricanes. Kind of scared because they were a really great team.
Yeah.
We're feeling pretty good coming out of the last few games. We play it, and immediately we start taking so many penalties. And Carolina's first 2 goals were both power play goals. They're supposed to have like the worst power play in the league, but their power play looked unstoppable.
It looked really good.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it looked really good. Really sharp, snappy passes. Just so much pressure. The system that Carolina plays with, they get critiqued for being like boring. They smother you with pressure. It's not, they don't take like exciting, try to make like exciting, flashy plays. They shoot almost every time they have the chance. They don't let you breathe when you have the puck. They have the highest amount of shot attempts in the league, 4, with the lowest shot attempts against. Like, it's insane. They're generating the most attempts and keeping their opponents contained. And that's exactly what it looked like in the first period. It was 3-0 with 20 shots on net, and we had 5. Like, just horrible. Like, what are we watching? And again, the Preds, like, made it so much worse because of the penalty trouble. Somehow they get out of the 4 power plays I think Carolina had in the first period with only 2 power play goals. Like, our penalty kills still did okay-ish. And then, which the game before, they had shut out Florida. I think Florida was 0 for 6 on the power play, if I'm remembering right. Shut out Florida on the power play, not in the game. The game, I think, ended up being just 2-1, though. Only 1 goal allowed. And then the penalty kill was given the star of the game honors in the locker room. So they took like a team photo with just the penalty kill unit, which I thought was really cool because they've been definitely a bright spot this year. But just really bad first period, and it's 2-0 with like a minute left. You think, okay, they can get out of this period alive, restart things fresh in the second, and then they let in just a soft goal with 1 minute left to who scored that one? Was it Blake? I think it was Blake. Blake was just destroying us last night. Jackson Blake, he's a hell of a player.
And also, we had some great chances, but we got Brandon bussied by the
true.
He was too good.
I mean, we didn't have that many chances, at least not in the first. Like, as the game went on, we definitely developed more. But yeah, Bussy played really well. That guy's good. Cool story for the Hurricanes.
I mean, I counted like at least 3 opportunities with the new Stamkos and Riley Evangelista line, which probably would have gone in with like any other goaltender playing. He was just flopping around and like made these crazy saves with his legs.
Yeah, Vange and Stammer both missed some like pretty amazing opportunities. Sometimes they didn't even get the puck on the net, which was crazy, but when they did, Bussy was there to stop them. So, I mean, we end up getting 1 goal like sometime in the third. They get another one and put it back up 4 or something like that, 5.
At that point, it was 6-1.
6-1. You're thinking, let's just turn this off, but you don't. You're a diehard Preds fan. You keep watching, and you get rewarded sometimes with special moments like a Matthew Wood beautiful dish on the power play to a bunting goal.
Yes.
But then a Matthew Wood receiving a beautiful dish from Forsberg to hit a between the legs goal right in front of the net on Bussy. I mean, he played great, but he couldn't stop that one. So, you've got a young player getting a special moment like that. That's fun to see, and Wood continues to have a great season. Could end up being a true part of the, Trotz keeps talking about who are going to be the future core of this team. When Yossi and Forsberg and Saros and O'Reilly, I guess we can throw Stamkos and Marchessault and stuff in there now, but when those guys are all moved on, we're talking like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, who are the core players? We've talked about our core trio of Saros, Yossi, and Forsberg now for how long? The last 5 to 10 years? That's been our like core trio, probably. I mean, Pekka obviously was the goalie before Juice, but like that's been our core, and he's wanting to know like who is the next core of these young players that we've drafted and are developing. Matthew Wood really could slide right into Forsberg's spot if he continues to play like he's playing so far. So we end up, what's that, 6-3? 6-3. We're putting some pressure on him in the third, have some more looks, but Bussy stops him, and I think that ended up being the final score. We were wondering if they would pull the goalie to try to get one more with like less than 5 minutes left, but they never did. I think the coach just had already kind of conceded this game and said, well, maybe if they can get one more and get it down to 2. But they didn't. So, tough loss. But at least there wasn't any give up. I guess you could say that's good. The Preds definitely pushed hard in the third, and we're still trying, even down 5 goals. So that's a great sign of like where the team is at mentally. But yeah, another tough loss and another roller coaster type event where, you know, we've won 4 of 5. We're on a hot streak. What's gonna happen next? You'd hope that these games against the best teams in the league, like Carolina, next game is Tuesday against Colorado. Like, when you're playing well, you would hope you can at least keep it close, you know? But sometimes you just get made to look like one of the worst teams in the league, which is, you know, maybe that's just where we're at. So, yeah, going into this week, we've got Colorado up next. Any thoughts on how that one's going to go?
We played very well last time we played Colorado. We lost 3-0, but 2 of them were empty netters, I think. So we basically lost by 1 goal last time we played Colorado.
Okay.
It would be amazing if we actually won. We would be one of 3 teams.
That's true.
To beat Colorado.
And somebody's going to do it. I mean, the Islanders did it. They're obviously better than us right now, but they're not, like, amazing. I think before Matthew Schaefer showed up and proved he's one of the best defensemen in the league, even as an 18-year-old, I think nobody would have expected the Islanders to be a playoff team, but they're like on the bubble. Basically, the whole Eastern Conference is on the bubble, so... But Islanders, they gave Colorado their 2nd loss in regulation. The only other one was to Boston, 2nd favorite team. Boston is having a crazy year. I mean, we could talk about that for a second. Morgan Geekie is in a race with Nathan McKinnon for the Rocket Richard Trophy. Has scored the most goals since the calendar year started, more than any other player. Has the hardest shot in the NHL so far this year at like 101 miles an hour. Whoever would have guessed that the Bruins would be decent this year, you know? I mean, I guess if you, kind of similar to us, you say, hey, who's their core?
It's Costa, McAvoy, and
Swayman. A scoring winger, a number 1 D, and a starting goalie. Juice, Yossi, Forsberg. Pasta, McAvoy, Swayman. So they just were able to add the right pieces. We added pieces, they just apparently aren't the right ones, you know, but Bruins are doing well. They might end up still making the playoffs. I don't see them winning it, but they're playing really well. That's been fun to see. Who else is surprising you at this midway, not midway, but what are we, a third of the way through the season almost?
Yeah.
Getting close?
Probably like one of these Western Conference teams that sucked for years, like the Ducks, the Blackhawks, the Sharks.
Yeah. I mean, we all saw them trending in the right direction though, right? With the young core they were building. It's so exciting to watch it actually happen though.
I think it's big that the Ducks are like at the very top of their division. Like, I didn't expect them to be. I know that they were rebuilding and they were gonna be good soon, but I didn't expect them to be like the best.
Yeah.
Of their division.
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy cool to see. Hot in the news right now are the New Jersey Devils. Devils fans, apparently your general manager is nonstop on the phone with these other teams. He's been on the phone with the Nashville Predators, inquiring about Ryan O'Reilly and Steven Stamkos. He's with Vancouver Canucks, trying to get Quinn Hughes. That's going to be crazy to watch and see. I mean, Jack Hughes is still hurt from his cut at the restaurant, but New Jersey is sneaky good still. They add the right pieces. Maybe they go on a deep run. Yeah, I mean that'll be fun to watch. In non-NHL news, sort of, for those excited about the 2026 Winter Olympics like we are, there's a little bit of uncertainty due to an announcement this past week that the rink is still not ready for the Olympics, and that it's small. It's smaller than an NHL size rink, which brings up concerns for player safety. There's some rumors that the commissioner's thinking of pulling NHL players out, but I saw something else that said there's no truth to that.
Me too.
They're still on track to go, so hopefully they finish up the rink. They have a few months. Hopefully they finish it up and there's no problems. And even if they have to play on a slightly smaller rink, that seems like such a weird thing. I feel like usually international ice is bigger than NHL ice, so I wonder how that happened, why it happened, but yeah, kind of interesting to see. We're so excited to see what Team USA can do this year. And what else? What's on the slate today? Did you look?
I don't know the schedule for today.
I think Chicago's playing, Anaheim's playing. Saw there's a few games. I don't think we can pull it up on the phone without losing our recording.
Yeah.
So let's talk Hockey Ultimate Team.
Okay.
For any of our listeners that are playing EA NHL 26 Hockey Ultimate Team, I've been exclusively playing right now with my Nashville Predators team, and it's been super fun. I saw No Sleeve said in his video on Friday, he is switching to playing with a Sharks only theme team. And Crazy Charlie, he's gonna try basically what I've been doing with the Preds. He's gonna try building a team and following strictly rules like has to be players that are on the team right now, and if they're hurt, he's not going to put them in the lineup and stuff like that, which I tried for a couple weeks. It got really hard because like Yossi was hurt, and he was like one of the only good Preds Hut cards, and then there was somebody else. Some of the young players got sent back down, and the next gen event happened, and I wanted to use those cards, so I kind of broke the rule. Right now, the way I'm playing my theme team has to be a current Predator or Preds prospect, or a Preds alumni. I'm allowing alumni, but I'm not using any current NHL players that have played for the Preds if they're playing on another team, like Matt Duchene, Kevin Fiala, anybody like that. So it's got to be current Preds prospect, or alumni that are no longer playing. Like I'm using my Pecorine card. I think I'm going to try to put the Peter Forsberg back in the lineup tonight. I'm using Marek Zedlicki's card, the Hut Champs one. And it's been really fun. And so far, my Hut Champs runs, I'm getting about the same amount of wins, which for me is somewhere in like the 7 to, what's my highest? Like 10 or 9 or something?
I think the first week you got like 11 to get Zedlicki.
Yeah, 7, somewhere around like 7 to 11 wins is usually my Hut Champs week, and I've been about the same with my Preds theme team, so that's been really fun. What are you doing in Hut Champs?
I haven't had time to get.
Or not Hut Champs, sorry, in Hut.
I took a break like around the time Next Gen started, so right before season 2. And the first combo Nexus event of season 2. In week 2, they released an 88 overall Philip Forsberg.
Let's go.
And I didn't play until Thursday, so I had to.
The day before it expired.
I put on a grind and got Forsberg that night.
Nice.
And I can't wait to play with him soon.
He is hands down my best card right now. Like, he scores the most. He's got quick release, so that helps a lot.
And big rig, I think.
Yeah, and big rig, which we were just saying, and I think we said it on the podcast, like, Forsberg should have big rig after some of the plays he makes one-armed skating around defenders. Super cool to see. So yeah, I don't think there's any cards right now that I'm trying to chase. You know what I'm planning to do is basically keep like just focusing on the Preds theme team until we get close to the Olympics. When we get close to the Olympics, I'm going to switch my jersey, switch my name to the Freebirds from the Roman Yoshis, and build up my Team USA team, and then just play with the Freebirds through the Olympic break. That's my current plan.
How do you switch a name?
I think you can switch your team name, can't you?
I didn't know that was a thing, but I don't really
Maybe not.
research the settings.
If you can't, and you run into the Roman Yoshis wearing a Team USA jersey with all American players, that's me. My name are the Roman Yoshis. Charlie is the Philip Forsbergs.
I'm going to make a change next year.
What are you going to be next year?
I'm going to be like, use the Forsberg.
I like it. I like it. May the force be with you. Something like that.
Star Wars theme.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got May the Force be with you Star Wars Forsberg shirts that we love. So, well, we're getting close to hockey. Any final thoughts before we sign off on this driving edition of the Sauced Hockey Podcast?
No. I don't know what I'm going to call it when I post this.
Yeah, look for this. Obviously, it won't be under live. We just hit the record button, so. I don't know if he's honking at me. I don't think so. Yeah, we just hit the record button, so. But I thought that was fun. Enjoyable way to spend our drive. Hope some of you enjoyed it. Our ramblings about the Predators and around the league thoughts. Last thing we didn't talk about the Calder watch. Yes, Jesper Wallstedt. I'm not sure how to say his name. Goalie for the Minnesota Wild. I saw today. I think last night's game. I don't remember who they were playing. Was the first time in maybe 4 games, 107 shots it took for a Canadian team to score on Wallstedt. He had shut out 3 previous Canadian teams. He's like unbelievable right now, slowly climbing up the odds for Calder Trophy winner. I think it's still Matthew Schaefer is the leader on the odds. I think last time I looked, he was like minus 250. Then it was probably Demidov and Seneca, but I think Wallstedt and Askarov are climbing the list. So Calder Trophy's always, I think, one of the funnest ones to pay attention to, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, to see who's going to win that Rookie of the Year. And especially if you play Hut, like, there's that chance that one of your next-gen cards can get boosted to a 96 if they get nominated and 99 if they win. That always adds a little to it, too. Oh, and just on the Hut note, shout out to all my fellow Brady Shea fantasy card owners. The guy has not scored a single solitary goal the entire season. I almost forgot I have the fantasy card. At first, I was watching every game like, come on, Shay. And I was telling Charlie, now I hardly ever even think about it anymore because he still has not scored a single goal. So, just R.I.P.
EA, why did you make a Brady Shea fantasy card start at 75 overall?
Like, what were you thinking?
He hardly scores at all.
Like, what? Maybe back when he was on the Hurricanes, did he score more or something? Because the guy very rarely scores a goal. So, yeah, RIP to me and my collection that went into the Brady Shea card. Okay, that's it. Have a great week, everybody. Good to check in with you. Stay saucy, do all the things, and we'll see you next time. I don't know if it'll be live or a driving edition again, but we'll see how this goes, how the audio was, how shaky it is from being in the truck. All right, see ya.